Welcome, welcome. It is time for another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. We are live. I am Cindy Fisher, I'm publisher, and I am live from FS Irvin Elementary School in Pine Hill, Wilcox County.
Wow.
Did a fun giveaway of Christmas gifts today as part of the Presbyterian Home for Children, which is based in Talladega, but we do a lot of mission work, and I work with them a lot on mission work that we do in Wilcox County. So that's where I am today.
I'm at home in Dallas County, and I'm not as Christmassy as you. I think you look awesome today.
I know this
Merry
is
Christmas.
actually a backdrop. Look,
Yeah.
see me feel that? That is not a filter or anything. That is an
Yeah.
actual backdrop
That is so
here
cool.
at Irvin Elementary. Normally, we're in the library. I have been coming to Irvin Elementary in Pine Hill for about 5 years, actually. And I work with the kids, and I love it. And we do some special things as part, and we work with a small nonprofit here called Mind Mentoring in New Dimensions, and that is run by Brooks Thomas. He's here somewhere. He actually gave me some food because we brought food for the kids here as well. So we're more than just a news agency. We're a partner with other things that we do
Right.
to make a quality of life better in the Black Belt.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah, that's where I am today. I'm on their Wi-Fi. So thank you, Wilcox Schools, for letting me use your Wi-Fi today. Okay. I always like to start out the newscast by saying that all of our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. So it's out there and available if you want to go see, any more details of what we're talking about, maybe the still photos that go with it. And also we do have some full video that go with our stories as well. Send your news to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We can't do this alone. We are a community news agency for you guys, and we can't be everywhere. While we have a lot of partners and supporters, you guys can be one of those partners and supporters. So send your news to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And of course, sign up for our daily newsletter. It comes out at 3 o'clock every day, and it has the headlines for everything we've posted during the day. So really the top 10 stories of the day. Please sign up for the newsletter. All of our content is free because we are a nonprofit. So it's sort of a public service that we do, bringing you the news, because we want everyone to have access to the news in the Black Belt, regardless of income. And wherever you are, we will find you, because we are mostly online, and we are all online. And so 91% of you guys find us on your mobile phones. So we want to make sure that we're finding you where you are. And that's why we do video as well. If you can't get to the stories, you can listen and watch. And this gives us a chance to show you what we're talking about in all of our stories. So it's a good wrap up at the end of the week.
Got a couple of folks this week tell me that they've signed up for it. Matter of fact, yesterday when I was at Oklahoma, a story we'll talk about in a little while, had a couple of folks that work there say, "Oh, we just signed up for your newsletter. We love it."
So that's so great.
Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
And we're going to talk later in the newscast about our end of the year campaign that we have started, where we're going to raise funds to help get our freelancers going, and increase our programs where we help teach students and residents how to write and help us give the news of the Black Belt.
How to become a community correspondent.
Community correspondence. All right, so let's get started with the news headlines.
Yeah, what's in the news?
All right, Selma Land Bank is moving forward. As we have talked about many times, there's a lot of dilapidated homes going on in Selma, especially. And one of the discussions with the city of Selma was to start a land bank authority. And in August, the city council did approve that creation of this land bank authority, but it never got started. So the new Selma mayor, Johnny Moss III, who started in early November, told the city council at their December 9th meeting that he wants to bring a proposal that will make the land bank happen. And the land bank makes it easier to buy tax delinquent and blighted properties, because it gives a clean title that goes to them, so that we can get them back on the tax revenue again, and also to allow for clearing of derelict properties that gets in the way of economic development. And getting rid of those properties could help get the property values up for those that are in good shape, and it removes blight. So a lot of talk in a lot of communities that have issues with derelict properties. We shared this one on social media recently and got a lot of comments, especially from like Janie Thomas. She is the Ward 7 council member, and she has mentioned many times about the burned out houses that she's got in Ward 7, and how helpful this program will be to clearing out and fixing a lot of the issues she's had in her neighborhoods.
Well, the other day you asked me to run and get some video and some pictures. The video that you just played is all in Ward 7 within a block of each other.
Right. And
So
actually, coincidentally, a Selma resident had attended that city council meeting talking about his efforts to renovate. And you can see in that one the home of Reverend J.H. Patterson. This is on Ella Anderson. Yep. And he was asking the council what to do to tear down two burned out homes that were near it, that's making it hard for him as he's renovating. So that's another motivator. And I think you can see it. Yeah. So his is the one being renovated on this block, saying, "Hey, I want to get other people to do the same." So there you go.
You I know we're going to talk about tax collector in a while, but when you mentioned the tax liens and delinquencies, our tax collector is going to have classes on how to acquire those type properties coming up after the first of the year, and she's going to let us know when those classes are going to be. They're not planned yet exactly. They're planned. The date's not set yet.
Okay.
Tanika Neely is going to let us know, and we'll of course pass that
on.
On.
We were going to mention that the deadline for paying your property taxes is December 31st and coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
And if you do miss that for a certain amount of time, it will be announced, and then they will stand on the courthouse stairs and sell those properties off that are delinquent for a certain time. We, as the Selma Sun print newspaper, have run tax delinquency lists in the past. They don't run them in print anymore, so they're now all online. But it's usually around April that they run that list. When that comes out, we will let you know, so you can go see if your property is on that list, or if you want to buy some of the properties that might be near you that might be also on the demolition list. Okay. Speaking of demolitions, Demopolis City Council last week talked about they're trying to demolish the house on the side of the fire station. So, the fire station house here, the plan has been to knock that down and build something new. But the council, and this was on actually a December 4th meeting, had needs more bids to before they can do it. They were ready, but now they're realizing they need to go and get new bids. The plan is to build a new structure in that place to house the firefighters and some of the offices for this fire station, which is number 1, Fire Station 1. So the council asked for an update on the project and the repairs to the sidewalks and such. So that has come up, and some delays were because of the Christmas on the River activities.
Oh, yeah.
So, check out blackbeltnewsnetwork.com to read more about the efforts to get a new structure to house the firefighters. All right. State tornado funds are available for those that were affected by the January 12th, 2023 tornado that hit Selma, and a couple of other communities are actually eligible in that as well. But Dallas County officials have been urging those in Dallas County with damage to apply for this. Tell us about the funding.
Toya Caruso, our EMA director, addressed the county commission this week and explained about the HRAP. It's the tornado recovery program that's available that folks who have had damage from the EF2 tornado that hit January 12, 2023 can apply for this money. It's a grant money too. It's not a loan. It's actually a grant-based money, so you don't have to pay it back. They have an office at 124 Broad Street in Selma, but there's also a phone number, which is 251-265-7958. And you can call that number and set up an appointment to make sure and see if you qualify. And this is for folks who have had unmet need. Blah, blah, blah. In other words, if your insurance didn't pay enough to get all the repair done, things like that. They make it clear that you cannot be reimbursed if you paid out of your pocket, or you cannot get money if insurance is paid and the repair has been completed. This is for what's left when insurance didn't fill the whole bill, or if you just didn't have the money to do all of it, they'll step in and help you. There is a story at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com that explains it in further detail. The phone number is there too, so go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and get all the details. And if you still have damage, this is for people in Dallas and Autauga County, so
Right.
Check it out.
All right. Yeah, we are still talking about it. It's been 3 years in January.
Yeah, and then,
Just
a
month from today is 3 years since that tornado hit. And I remember that
Oh
day.
my gosh, it is today.
Yeah, today's the 12th. It will be a year or 3 years in a month. But yeah, that was a rough day for Selma and Autauga County.
Yeah.
All right. So the internet still lags in the Black Belt. Now, that's a headline that should not surprise us at all, those of us that live here. However, there was a study that came out from the University of Alabama that was looking at the efforts to bring broadband internet to all 67 counties. And when we dug into the report that was released on Tuesday, and it's by the Education Policy Center at the University of Alabama. So since 2018, nearly $2.5 billion in federal and state funds have been spent for bringing high-speed internet to Alabamians. And looking at that, according to the report, 87% of Alabama residents now have access to high-speed internet. Now, nationwide, it's 94% have access. So, we're a little, and then 93% if you put the South together, but 87% for Alabama.
Yeah.
The Black Belt, though, we still have 67% that has connection ability to high-speed internet. I guess that was 67% in 2020, but they're saying that today it is 76%. So it has increased about 13%. However, it is still lags behind. So if you look at our 24 counties for the Black Belt, we're still 27% below everybody else. So still got some work to do. We have partnered with Pine Belt Communication, and I know they're doing a lot of work in the Black Belt, and could make that available to you at some point. So, interesting that we are looking at where can you get, the best access to internet. All right. We have some fun news to share. Southside Panthers have been honored by Dallas County leaders.
They were honored at the commission meeting Monday afternoon, and that's the team. They filled up the the room there. Judge Jimmy Nunn, the commission chair, is presenting Charles Moody Jr., the head coach, with a plaque, and that is the football team. And the reason they're being honored: a 13-1 record, a Class 3A area championship, an undefeated regular season, which has never been done in school history. So this is the first team to do that for the Southside Panthers. And that man right there holding the plaque is an 8th grader. His name is Colby Moody. He is Coach Moody's son. He is the quarterback. And yes, I did say 8th grade. He
Yeah.
has broken records or set records that have never been set before in the whole United States. He has thrown for over 5,000 yards and has over 60. Yeah, I know it's funny, isn't it? Over 61 passes, 61, 63, somewhere in that neighborhood passes.
His name is Cole Moody. Yeah.
Cole, what'd I say?
Colby, but it's
I'm
Cole.
sorry, Cole. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Cole.
Cole Moody. I have
K-O-L-E.
seen.
Yeah, Cole Moody.
I've heard a lot about him this season,
Oh,
and we are going to get an interview with him and his dad
yes,
to
and I'm gonna
feature
tell you
them
something.
soon.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be the last you hear to that boy. He has got
No.
a future for him.
He
So
scouted already.
great stuff coming out of the black belt in Dallas County.
I love seeing those smiles from these players. You know how hard they work during the season to be able to enjoy. I know they were on a state championship run and got knocked out there in the playoffs, but what a season to be proud of. And it sounds like there's many better seasons to come.
Oh, I'm sure. They build on what they did this year. They're going to be unstoppable for a while.
So tell us about Old Cahaba and a new discovery.
Oh, my gosh, it's the most exciting thing. I got a call from Dr. William Henry, who is the new director of Old Cahaba. He said, Todd, you got to come down here. You got to come see this. You know, coming up this summer of 2026, they're going to have a field school. And that is an area right there next to the slaves' quarters that they're going to excavate. So they took that ground penetrating radar out just to test it and kind of start making some plans. And they found the foundation of the second slaves' quarters that was once behind a huge mansion that was built there. You can see those bricks right there are part of that foundation, and it lines up perfectly with the front of the other slaves' quarters. That building was dismantled, and that extension on the back of that building, that the one that's still there, was built from those bricks that were remaining from the dismantling of that building. What he is doing right now with the ground penetrating radar, while we were standing there, there's been stories for years about a privy, an outdoor brick bathroom that was behind this big mansion and behind those slaves' quarters, but nobody knew where it was. And what he did right there, that video is where he discovered, and that's Ethan Wallace was pushing at that time. He actually discovered under the ground the foundations that they believe are that privy. It's a round foundation, and this privy was said to have been hexagonal in shape. So he actually, right there, discovered that. Now, you see in the foreground, that's Dr. Henry taking pictures of that test pit and of the foundations, and that's volunteer Ethan Wallace in the background, and there's Jonathan Matthews to the right. He's helping Dr. Henry. Jonathan Matthews is the assistant site director, and it's just really exciting stuff going on at Old Cahaba, and looking forward to this summer when they do the field school. People can actually still apply if you're in college and for archaeology. You can actually still apply for that field school.
We did a story about that. If you want to read more about it at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
That's right. And I'm going to have a little more information about that discovery coming up to a little interview I did with Dr. Henry yesterday. Exciting stuff going on, you know. It's cool to see these kind of things. And what's really interesting, for those who are watching and don't realize, Old Cahaba Archaeological Park is the site that was actually the state's very first state capital. And then it became one of the most prolific, one of the most richest cities in the country. It was number 4 richest city in the country. But the population of slave to white owners, it was a much larger population. So it was also a lot of the African Americans were there. Some of their history in Alabama started there as well. So just a lot of history in that one spot. Anyway, I get excited about it. Can you tell?
It is exciting.
Yeah.
And we have so much history here that's wonderful to tell.
So much of that kind of stuff going on.
Hey, okay. So this week we released our Voices and Visionaries, our very first one. So this is a new segment we're doing. And it is honoring or recognizing, giving, highlighting, spotlighting locals with a voice and a vision in the Black Belt. So we started it with the Colonel David Mollahan, president of Marion Military Institute. We shared that last week,
Right.
but I shared it out that we would love for people to send in their suggestions. And we got several. So we're very excited to see your interest. So let me put this up. Send your voices and visionary idea to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, and we will follow up and do an interview with them. Really, this is just for us to get to know each other and our leadership, and understand where everybody's coming from in their voice and their vision. And maybe we will find some cohesion there as we join together as a community. And it's just helpful to know what they're thinking, how they're feeling about about what they do. And in this case, it would be higher education and cadets that come from all over. So share who you think would be a good vision, voices and visionary. We also released our latest teacher that we are featuring, teacher feature. This is Rita Tarver, and she is a teacher at Meadowview Elementary School. What I love about this was a nomination from one of our readers saying she is amazing. You've got to interview her. And when we put it on social media, I mean, it's on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, but we got hundreds of likes and hundreds of congratulations, and I love her, she is my favorite teacher, etc. And we're really just doing it for that purpose. We don't even have a sponsor for this. If you want to be a sponsor, let me know. I just wanted to be able to spotlight the educators that are making a difference in our kids' lives, and for the future of the Black Belt, and just to get us talking. If you have a favorite teacher, please nominate your teacher at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I'm getting voices and visionary input, but I haven't gotten a lot of teacher recommendations for our teacher feature. And we know they're out there, and there's so many great teachers. So please share. She is our third teacher feature, and it's really exciting. And I know there's more out there. So share. Love it. Okay.
Any other news tip you may have, or suggestion, you can put it at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
That's right.
We'll follow up on it.
Okay. So next we go into the
Black Belt Roundup.
I know. I gotta go find my applause again. You know, I love using that applause thing. We have so much to go through. So let's get started with how we spent the last weekend live on our YouTube, Facebook, showing for parades. So I went live. Some of this was a bit of an experiment. I went live at the Demopolis parade. I picked this location over here, and it was a little tricky because I didn't have Wi-Fi. So we were just using regular, and I would come on and talk to you guys between things. And the sound wasn't awesome. So it was an experiment, but look, we had 1,200 views. I mean, you guys kind of liked it. So we are going to be trying that out. You'll see us here and there, like, because when they throw things, it didn't get to everybody. So I would get in. I didn't mean to be in the camera, but I was helping to throw the candy to the kids so that they could get to it. So it was really fun and really enjoyed doing that. We also did the Selma Christmas parade. Now you can see us. Yay!
Yeah, there's us.
So we set up a table, and you can see John Nettles next to us with Pine Belt TV. So we went live on Pine Belt's TV station 58, and also our YouTube. The Facebook didn't work, but look at these great. I mean, this is actually our teammate Drew was recording this. But our live one was, you could see us and you could hear us talking about the different acts that were going by.
It was a fun day. I mean, it was a little chilly, but it was fun, and
it was misty too.
It was misty.
Yeah. So you can see from the other side of the road, there's Santa and Mrs. Claus, which it's very tricky because it's dark by then, and my pictures were not good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Danielle. She had asked me for some still photos, and I was like, none of them turned out okay because I was
Oh,
trying to do live as well. But what was exciting was Danielle. So the city of Selma gave us a list of all
yeah.
the, every in the order that they were
Yeah.
in, and it was
Everybody that
pretty
was in the
close.
parade, so we
Yeah, it
could
was
see
pretty
what was
close.
about.
So
Yeah.
that, and we did research, y'all. We spent, uh, you know, a lot of time researching everybody coming by so that we could talk about them. So we will do that again next year. And we are very thankful for our new partnership with Pine Belt Wireless, which has Pine Belt TV.
Yeah.
And John Nettles did the all the dirty work of getting the
All the
internet
technical stuff,
working.
right?
Yep.
Well,
Uh,
and it was kind of an experiment too. Hopefully next year we'll even get better and be able to do a little more research, a little better
yeah,
audio and that stuff. But
I
we're
thought the audio
growing,
was
and
pretty good.
that's what you do when you're
Yeah,
growing.
we're also trying to experiment with ways that you guys can connect. And we had about 1,000 views to the Selma parade, which was
Oh,
really
good.
exciting. Especially considering it didn't work on Facebook. That was just using YouTube
Yeah.
and their TV channel. But we are working on a partnership with Pine Belt where we will have more of our videos that will go live that they will run
Yeah.
on channel 58 as
Cool.
it grows. He's part of that fiber we talked about earlier,
Fiber
trying to
optic.
get
Yeah.
fiber to households in the Black Belt, or really the state of Alabama. He's been getting the funding for that. So
Fiber optics.
the fiber optics.
Yeah. You keep saying fiber like you can get some special K or something.
Fiber optics.
We got plenty of that fiber.
I'm shortening it too much. Yes, the fiber optics, and trying to get us broadband.
Mm-hmm.
All
We need it.
right. We also have Christmas events that are coming up.
Oh,
Chili
yeah.
Fest in Linden is tomorrow. I went last year and it was really fun. And I know they've had some activities already. Uniontown has their parade on December 20th.
20th. Yeah.
So look up the times and get you a good spot for some candy.
Sunday, this coming Sunday, down in Bragg, Alabama, at Cornwallis 1825, is the big doe rodeo. They've been collecting up does. They're trying to get 200 to feed people who need food, who are hungry. And so, if you have extra does that you will not need for your family, you can take them to Cornwallis and Bragg. And then Sunday, they're going to have a big day where you come and they'll have hunting and fishing displays and a bunch of vendors and food, and just to be a big day down at Cornwallis and Bragg, Alabama. So plan on that. And that'll be a fun day. I got a couple other quick things too.
Yeah.
We did want to remind everybody, like you said, that the tax deadline is October 31st for Dallas
December
County.
31st.
What'd I say?
October.
I'm sorry, December 31st. Why is October? Anyway, December 31st, and you can go to the Dallas County Commission website and go to the tax.
All of the
tax collector website.
Go to Marengo County, Wilcox County.
And Dallas County actually has a special website you can pay taxes online, and that is CaptureCama, CaptureCama.com. All this is on the story on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And one other thing I have. Oh, yes. Tomorrow, Saturday, a very special day. It is going to be the first time that Wreaths Across America program comes to the Black Belt, comes to Dallas County. And this is where wreaths are put on the graves of veterans in various cemeteries. And to start it off in Dallas County and in the Black Belt, it'll be at Pineview Memorial on Highway 22 in Valley Grande, starting at noon tomorrow. And everybody's invited to come and help put out the 800 wreaths that they have. There's a story about that on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com as well.
Yes, there
I
is.
think that's all I have right now.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. So the Black Belt News Network has started an end of the year campaign, and we have a $10,000 match. If you can help us get to that 10,000, it will make our end of the year campaign $20,000.
Oh, that would be nice.
please help by donating now at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. There is a red button, and this ad right here, you can see it as well on the website. And we have a new, let me add that. Let me see. We have a new donate website. This is what it looks like. And even if you make a recurring donation, but if you give $1,000, that's $2,000 that you can be giving so that the Black Belt News Network can continue to do the work we're doing here in the Black Belt. It is an underserved area. Not a lot of news online except what we're doing daily. We are a daily news operation, but we also don't have a paywall. We don't charge you to see that news, but we want it to be a connector for the community. In order to do that, it costs money in order to pay for people to go get these stories and for the website to provide it to you. We would love your help and support so that we can bring news to the Black Belt, and we want to be here for many years to come. So being a recurring donor can ensure that we are here for the long term.
Yeah.
So that we eventually see the need to cover from Meridian to Montgomery. Right now, we are in Dallas, Perry, Marengo, Wilcox, Lowndes, Montgomery, but we could end up being your primary news source for a large part, a fifth of Alabama. So please donate now.
I have two more things that I almost forgot. One of them I wanted to remind, speaking of Dallas County, is the Selma Redevelopment Authority's SRA's passport that they're doing for Christmas. Sarah Agidio called me today and said, hey, remind everybody to go to the, you can go to the website and get more information. We have a story about it on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. There's 15 vendors or 15 businesses downtown that have a passport, and you get a little stamp and you end up getting a prize if you fill up a book. The other thing I wanted to remind you is spoken about our Voices of Visionaries. A story came out, speaking of the Black Belt, of a new business coming to Monroe County, Monroeville, which is in the Black Belt. And it's called Bad Boy Mowers. They're going to start producing, a factory will start manufacturing the lawnmowers. But one of the people that was important in getting that factory there is Brenda Tuck, who is currently the Alabama Department of Commerce rural development manager. Brenda Tuck is about to become the head of the Dallas-Selma Economic Development Authority. And we have an interview with her of Voices and Visionaries that'll be coming out within the next week or so, as soon as she says, yeah, let's do it. So that's going to be big too, to meet Brenda Tuck, she's been working for the state bringing industry. Now she's going to focus on this area. And we talk about in the interview her connections and how she thinks they will help.
Yes, it will help.
So there's going to be good stuff, good information.
Okay. Also, the Nutcracker is coming to Selma. This is their third year, I believe, to come. It's the Montgomery Ballet. I had a ballerina come in and see me, I guess last week, right after the newscast, and we had mentioned this at that time as well.
Oh yeah,
because they are a sponsor for this. So it's 5:00 today. So you could go tonight. I think it's only like $15. It's so cool that they are coming here to bring arts to Selma. So check out the Nutcracker. It's so rare to get something this cool here. And it's at Wallace Community College. So we have a lot of great arts in Selma, but ballet's not one of them, not on a regular basis. So we should support it. Please come out. Awesome. All right.
I don't think I forgot anything else.
I think that's everything. It has been a meaty edition of the Black Belt Newscast today, as we are live in Wilcox County and Dallas County.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you guys next week, next Friday, as we approach closer and closer to Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Y'all have a good, safe weekend.
All right.